Exploring the global demographic trends reveals certain countries where single men significantly outnumber women, driven by various socio-economic, cultural, and historical factors. These imbalances can lead to profound social and economic implications. Below is an in-depth look at the top 10 countries with a high percentage of single men, including their overall populations and the approximate percentage of single men within them. Number 10. India. Population, approximately 1.4 billion. Percentage of single men, 17%. India faces a similar gender imbalance to China, driven by cultural preferences for male children and practices such as sex-selective abortions. This has led to a significant number of single men, particularly in rural and less developed areas. The disparity has social consequences, including increased dowries and the pressure on families to secure brides for their sons. Additionally, the imbalance contributes to issues such as bride trafficking and forced marriages. Number 9. Nepal. Population, approximately 30 million. Percentage of single men, 18%. Nepal's gender imbalance is less pronounced than in some other countries but still significant. Many Nepalese men migrate abroad for employment, particularly to Gulf countries and Malaysia, creating a domestic environment where men slightly outnumber women. This trend has social implications, including challenges in finding marriage partners and maintaining familial structures. Number 8. Afghanistan. Population, approximately 40 million. Percentage of single men, 19%. Afghanistan's gender imbalance can be attributed to decades of conflict and instability, which have disproportionately affected men. The prolonged war has led to higher mortality rates among men, but also significant internal displacement and migration patterns that result in a skewed sex ratio, especially in certain regions. This has led to a notable number of single men, particularly in areas heavily impacted by conflict. Number 7. China. Population, approximately 1.4 billion. Percentage of single men, 20%. China is a prominent example of a country with a significant number of single men. The one-child policy, implemented from 1979 to 2015, and a cultural preference for male children led to a severe gender imbalance. According to estimates, there are about 30 to 40 million more men than women. This disparity is most pronounced in rural areas where the traditional preference for sons remains strong. The resulting marriage squeeze has left many men struggling to find partners, which has social and economic ramifications, including increased dowry prices and human trafficking issues. Number 6. Saudi Arabia. Population, approximately 35 million. Percentage of single men, 38%. Saudi Arabia experiences a significant gender imbalance due to its reliance on male migrant labor, particularly in the oil industry and construction sectors. Cultural norms also play a role, as women's mobility and public presence are more restricted, further contributing to the perceived imbalance. The result is a large number of single men, many of whom are expatriates living away from their families for extended periods. Number 5. Bahrain. Population, approximately 1.5 million. Percentage of single men, 42%. Bahrain has a notable gender disparity due to its reliance on male expatriate labor. The small island nation attracts many workers for its booming financial sector and other industries, leading to a demographic where men significantly outnumber women. This imbalance creates social challenges, particularly for the large population of single male workers who live away from their families. Number 4. Kuwait. Population, approximately 4.5 million. Percentage of single men, 43%. Kuwait's gender imbalance is influenced by its economic structure, which depends heavily on foreign labor. Men from countries like India, Pakistan, and Bangladesh migrate to Kuwait for work, resulting in a higher number of men than women in the population. These men often live in labor camps and face social isolation and limited opportunities for family life. Number 3. Oman. Population, approximately 5 million. Percentage of single men, 45%. Oman's gender imbalance is driven by its economic reliance on male migrant workers in industries such as construction and oil. This has resulted in a significant proportion of single men within the population who often live in labor camps under challenging conditions. The isolation and lack of family life for these workers are key social issues that the country faces. Number 2. United Arab Emirates. Population, approximately 10 million. Percentage of single men, 50%. The United Arab Emirates has one of the highest gender imbalances in the world, primarily due to its labor market. The country attracts a large number of male migrant workers from South Asia and other regions who work in construction, services, and other industries. These workers often live in labor camps and are separated from their families, leading to a population where men significantly outnumber women. The social isolation and limited family life opportunities for these men are significant issues. Number 1. Qatar. Population, approximately 3 million. Percentage of single men, 55%. Qatar's demographic structure is similar to that of the UAE, with a substantial gender imbalance resulting from the influx of male laborers. The rapid development and preparations for events like the FIFA World Cup 2022 have drawn many men from abroad to work on various projects. As a result, men make up a substantial majority of the population, living in isolated conditions with limited social interactions outside their work environments.